It's your boy, Mr. 21, aka Turidity, with Split Image Productions. Right now, I'm putting in a video entry for this December competition for the NIP drum set and the gift card for iTunes. Shout out to NIP Productions. Check out the link over on the description side. Check out the website. It's real good for new producers, old producers, people that want to get beats. If you're an artist, whatever, look it up. All right. So right here, I got the beat in Pro Tools, and I'm gonna go over it a little bit since I didn't really videotape it while I was actually doing the beat. So yeah, check it out. All right. So the rules to the competition: you had to use 4 of the 7 loops that were already provided for you. So the 4 that I chose was the amp piano, or the amped electric piano, the JP8 phase, the open piano, and the slice amp. So with just those 4 loops going, this is what it is. Alright, so what I went ahead and did was I started out with my kick drum, and I put a couple of effects on it. As you can see, I was rewiring it through Reason. I felt like doing it that way today. So let me see, I got a reverb on there, just using a DigiDesign Deverb, so nothing special there. Not a whole lot of reverb, just 18% into the mix. Then I got an EQ here using the Waves REQ 2-band. Put a shelf on it, took out a couple of the highs, a large amount of the highs, I'm gonna say. And then I went ahead and threw on one of these compressors, so that way it punches, but it kind of blends in at the same time. Alright, so that's that. Then I went ahead and threw in my snare, used the same deverb, and I used the same 2-band EQ, and I cut out a lot of the lows on my snare because I had some extra stuff. Well, actually, it's not really a snare, it's a rim shot, but I cut out a lot of the lows on that one, so that way I can get some of the sparkle and brilliance out of that. Then I went ahead and threw on, oh, what the heck is that? No, my hi-hats. Threw a little bit of reverb on there, not a whole lot, it's pretty dry. It brought the size of the room down, so that's that. And then I just cut out all the lows and left the I just pretty much did a high pass and just left it alone. Then I added in a snap because I didn't feel like the rim shot was holding it by itself, so I had to add in a little bit of something extra. Threw in the snap, did the same thing to the snap that I did with the rim shot, with the exception of on this band here, I didn't really throw it up too much. I just pushed it up a little bit, enough to stick out. Shit. Motherfucker. And I just lost it. So, hold on. Okay. So, here I am, like I was saying, on the snap. Put another, and then I put a, what is this, a limiter. I put a limiter on there. This is actually a free plug-in from Sonal Kiss, or however the hell you say that. I don't really care. It was free. It works great. All I really did was brought the ceiling down and then brought the threshold down a little bit to let to take away a little bit of the more natural sound. Alright. Then went ahead and threw in my bass line. I used vacuum for that. Tweaked it a little bit so I can get a little bit of a fuzzy sound. Let me go ahead and play that for you real quick. Alright, I use vacuum that comes with Pro Tools, so I wasn't nothing special there. And all I did on that was cut out the highs, left it in the mid a little bit, and then I boosted the sub bass so that way it could be kind of subby or whatever, but not too much. Then I went ahead and threw in a harp to give it a little bit of a, you know, more of a feel, I guess you could say. And on this, I just kind of softened it out, cut out pretty much the lows and rolled it off real smooth, like, so that way it kind of fades in with the bass, but doesn't really, they don't clash. And then brought it up in the mid, so that way it has its own spot to sit in the mix. Then, last but not least, I threw in an organ. And this organ here, I cut out all the lows so that way it'll be more of a higher pitched organ, and I boosted it in the same area that I did the rim shot and the snap. And of course I put a compressor on it so that way it didn't overpower the snap and the other stuff. So that's all the editing that I did to it. Then I went ahead and pulled out my T-Rex, and I didn't do a whole lot inside of here. I was just messing around with it, to tell the truth, and I wanted to bring the low end up here and give my kick a little bit more punch. Left the mids pretty much even until here, started boosting them, brought up around the snare and the snap, and I cut off a lot of the highs. So that's that. Then I threw on a compressor. It's only compressing 3 to 10, so not too much. And then on the output I cut it down. Then the very last thing, I have a limiter here so that way I wouldn't peak. And yeah, so here's is the beat. Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed. Rate, comment, and subscribe. And I'm gone.